Was there other questions, Mr. Chairman?
I actually have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
I apologize, you did say earlier and I missed it. In your titles, are you either an audiologist or an acquisition? I know I'm saying that wrong. Acquisition?
No, I don't deal with hearing aids. I'm not an audiologist. I'm an acoustic consultant.
What exactly in title, in terms of title, does that give you scientifically?
I'm qualified as an expert in court to discuss and evaluate the noise impacts of industrial machinery and transportation noise in our society and how it affects people.
And one last question. Dr. Punch's slide here, World Health Organization 2009 noise guidelines, that's from the World Health Organization. It says directly 30 to 40 dBA affects sleep, body movements, awakening, self-reported sleep disturbance, arousals. Vulnerable groups are more susceptible. Are you saying that that's not the case, coming from the World Health Organization?
I'm saying you have to read that document carefully. You can find a number of 35 to 42 decibels in there adversely affecting people's ability to sleep. If you look closely, those are inside sound levels, not outdoor sound levels. And if you look in another section of the 2009 World Health Organization document, you can find the 30 to 40 decibel range that Dr. Punch discussed. But then, if you keep reading, you realize that what the WHO is doing is they are first presenting what other people have said. They're first cataloging it for you, and then they're passing a judgment on which of those pieces of evidence are significant. And they discard those lower levels, and they say that if you set a level of 40 decibels LEQ outside, annual average of a residence, there are no adverse health effects. So it's very careful. You have to be very careful and to read the entire document. I've brought it with me. I'd be glad to show you those sections of the document.
One more. Go ahead.
You've indicated that 40 dBA standard is an outdoor standard by the WHO. The question I have then is, what level of sound attenuation will you get for a home with uninsulated walls and open windows?
I don't know, sir.
Would you get any?
Oh, of course you would.
With open windows?
Yeah, the same WHO document states 21 decibels with the windows cracked open for air. The 2009 one does. The 1999 document states 17 decibels with the windows cracked open for air.
And what about windows fully open, summertime sleeping?
They don't qualify how much the window is open. I'm just telling you.
You just said it was cracked open. Now you're saying they don't qualify how far the window is open. I'm trying to figure out what the difference is. Sound is going to travel through a 6-foot opening much easier than a 2-inch opening, correct?
Certainly it will, yes.
And so if you have your windows open fully at night, then you're going to get more sound in, correct?
I suppose if you have a casement window and you open it fully and you put your pillow on the sill, you're effectively sleeping outside. So there's a full range of attenuation. So I don't have one answer for your question. I'm telling you what.
From 0 to 17, basically.
If you were effectively living outside, yes, it would be 0, but I don't think anybody sleeps that way.
Over here. Just a notation. The World Health Organization 2009 guidance does say it's for outside annual. You said it was for inside. It says right on the...
Yeah, it does. L-night outside annual.
The lady's question was regarding, she can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe she stated, doesn't the World Health Organization discuss something about possible adverse sleep effects in a range below 40 decibels? Yes, I understand what it says on Mr.
30 to
Punch's.
40, it says it does have problems.
It doesn't say possible.
It affects sleep, body, movements, awakening, self-reported sleep disturbance. Vulnerable groups are more susceptible. That's what it says, and it's for outside.
I'll give the answer again, sir. It's on page 17, which is the image of Dr. Punch's slide, okay? It's a list of health effects observed in the population. It's a catalog of studies that have been been found by the World Health Organization. The World Health Organization then decides which of those studies have sufficient evidence to be credible and which do not have sufficient evidence. They then reach the conclusion, they say, therefore, 40 decibels, nighttime annual average outside. For that level, there is no sufficient evidence that biological effects observed at a level below 40 are harmful to human health. So they have looked at all that information and they've said, okay, we believe anything from 40 up would be possibly harmful to human health, and therefore we are recommending a goal, it's not a standard, by the way, it's not a regulatory standard, of 40 on an annual average outside of a home for European countries.
So 45 can cause
But you
harm
do
to
need
40,
you do need to read all of the pages in the document. You
I'm
don't-
only reading the chart, and you said inside, this says outside.
Well, then, no, I was also pointing out that there's another page.
Not in what we have in our hands.
No, but there is another page that is often cited, about 35 to 40 decibels. Page 8 of that document, in fact, which lists, motility, changes in sleep duration, waking up in the night, 35 to 42 decibels. But if you read what the measurement is, those are inside sound levels. So in other words, to get 40 decibels inside of someone's bedroom, it has to be much louder than that outside of the house. That was the only point I was trying to make. You have to be very careful when you read the document because the numbers jump out at you.
Okay, I think we're going to move on. We can stretch again. Frank's going to set it. Thank you.